convince me that Cedar Point age and weight is more scientifically accurate than your actual age and weight.
Come on.
So you have him to blame for this. Anyway, did you all have a good time camping?
I got a SIFTA.
I'm just asking if you had a good time.
Yes.
I'm not asking details. Damn SIFTA ruins all conversation.
I'm going to start saying it out in public when people start talking to me. They're like, hey, how are you? I'm going to be like, SIFTA.
SIFTA. Come on! I mean, it's more polite than your usual get the back.
Oh, guys, I barely slept in a week. I'm losing my mind, by the way.
You should probably sleep.
I will sleep because I just bought a lot of herbal remedy.
Hi, Larissa. Homer, he can't hear you just yet, and he can't read very well. So, I'll tell him when he gets on. I'm reading.
We should do college during this segment.
We can't. He's got the thing.
Oh yeah.
I feel okay. Listen, everybody. So Andrew, Donnie, and Jake cannot hear us right now. So it's just Sugar, Chris, and I. So anybody that's listening right now, I want you guys to leave like just rando, crazy chat messages, like just like whatever. Just say whatever, and I'll read them as we go to try to throw Andrew and Jake and Donnie on. Oh, whose puppy? Is that yours, Sugar? Oh, that's your roommate's,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's my pup. Well, no, she's mine. He thinks she's his, but he wrong.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God! Remind me to talk about. Speaking of which, I had let my puppy outside this morning, and like the lesbian across the street was like dying, and I had to tourniquet her.
That! I need to hear that story. I saw a little bit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Larissa, my girls have not started school yet. They pushed their start date back until August 31st, and we're going virtual.
Just so you know, Sugar, I'm going to reuse the same joke I made on your post.
I already forgot it because I'm high.
What did you get? Edibles or smokables?
Both. And this oil thing, and also this other thing that you put under your tongue. Like, I wasn't fucking around. I was like, I haven't.
You got acid?
No. I was like, I'll tell you during the show. Come on.
See, I can't. So they don't care if you have an Ohio or Michigan license?
In Michigan, no, they don't. It's whatever the law is. They don't care. It's just recreational, so it doesn't matter.
I'd be too nervous coming back over the border.
Well, that's why I had my ex-boyfriend drive.
Well, that doesn't protect you if the weed's in the car.
The driver always gets in the most trouble.
You hear that, man? She was playing you.
You guys like candy corn?
I don't know. I used to.
It's like the last thing out of my Halloween bag that I eat.
All right, everybody, what is up? It is 9:05. Hi. 9 o'clock, we're about to start the show here. This portion of the show brought to you in part by Harold Jaffe Jewelers. Harold Jaffe Jewelers, where Toledo gets engaged.
Bling.
Also by Rachel Michaels Gourmet Popcorn, the best popcorn in all of the land.
You have like a jalapeno flavored something. I'm craving that. I want some jalapeno.
Does she got wasabi?
And I think she'll give me. You gotta where it plugs in. Yeah, Donnie knows.
Wiggle this.
Yes, Chris. We should ask her if she can make some wasabi popcorn if she doesn't have some. That would be amazing.
And what she'll do too is she does like custom flavors. Like if you say, hey, this or whatever, she'll do it.
Let's see if we can let's try this. Let's see if we can each try making our own flavor. And then like having a contest to see whose flavor is the best. Like an Andrew Z in the morning flavor off.
I like it.
Can I get mine?
It's like Donnie. I don't understand.
Just
He's so odd.
keep sending them one t-shirts.
I feel like Chris's flavor is going to be vanilla.
The plain ass vanilla. And also brought to you by Jeff's Hauling and Cleanup.
Okay.
Where they do hauling and cleanup.
Did you call them this
Nobody sees
weekend?
a fucking joke. I swear to God.
Did you call them this weekend about your hauling needs that you posted about?
Yes. Well, no, my hauling needs were different. It couldn't, like, it was taking down a bed and they're re-putting it up, and
That's part of the hauling. You go to
he
get
doesn't-
it, you have to take it apart,
He doesn't
haul
more-
it to the new
he doesn't
place,
more-
put it back
And it
together.
doesn't say assembly hauling and
Thank you.
cleaning. It's just hauling and
Thank you,
cleaning.
Gina. Thank you, Gina. All right, let's
Wait,
Okay, well, then couldn't you have gotten Colleen to take it apart and reassemble it?
go ahead, Donnie.
After the intro, can
She
we
is
come
the
back
man
to
of the
whole-
house.
Can we come back to the whole like setting up a bed? Did you get it set up?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's always a pain in the ass.
That's going to be interesting.
All right, here we go.
And now, our feature
So
presentation.
redundant.
This is Ed McMahon.
What?
And now, here's
The music.
Andrew.
This is just in case you got confused from the previous music.
This is the real opening.
Yeah.
It's like when TV stations tag their own network in the corner. Like I forgot I was watching NBC.
Come on.
Come
Welcome
on.
to the show, everybody, from the Deal Monkey Studios, live in
Still want an investigation on how they got naming rights.
Perrysburg, Ohio, and around the world. We have
It's one of Colleen's MLM schemes. Come on
I
now.
love how they step all over the goddamn intro.
I know they don't care. There's no respect.
He's talking over it.
Chris Tiefel, everybody. Southside Gina. Live in the studio, Jake Nicky. Donnie P is right next to Jake, but 6 feet apart for sure. And Sugar Vermont, Toledo's drag queen.
Hi.
That's the most demure I've ever heard Sugar be.
Was it?
We did all these big old openings, and Jake's like, Johnny's over here. Sugar's like, hi.
I know.
He's the most obnoxious and loudest of all of us. Well,
I know.
that's debatable.
Dude, let me just tell you how awesome it is to be in studio live with
I know,
these
dude.
two guys again, man. This is history
I don't know
in
if the
making.
2-week quarantine's worth it.
No, everyone should be here, man. We should all be around this table.
Yeah, because it's big enough, right? We could do another, because we can put people on the other side, too.
Well, I mean, there's no way that Denny could be here because his ego would take up the entire goddamn room.
It's weird
Leave
though.
my
because-
Denny alone.
Go ahead, Donnie.
It's weird though because like I keep expecting you to freeze momentarily every now and then.
I'll do this sporadically through the show.
Yeah, for Donnie.
Jake, are you there? Jake?
Wait,
Oh, he's back. He's back.
He's back. Okay, good. Whew. And my kids do that all the time. Like, they'll be on the phone with me, and no, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm just messing with you. They do it all the time. It's so annoying.
Kids are such assholes,
I
man.
know they really are. Speaking of which, I had my kid the other day, and today's cleaning day. So everyone was cleaning. This was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I wish. And I said, okay, where's the 2-year-old? And she pops her head up and looks over to the side, and there's a 2-year-old eating chapstick, and then goes right back to her TikTok. Like, no, that's not a good thing.
Well, that's the TikTok she was making.
That was your job. You had one job.
Oh man.
When I was 7, they made me watch my cousin, who was like 3 or something, while the adults were in the living room adulting.
Yes.
And he
Orgy?
starts
What? That's
and he
weird.
starts eating the crayons.
And
And
wrapped the rainbow.
I flipped out. I grabbed him
my
and I
God.
take him out, and he's got like color around his lips because I wasn't really paying that much attention. So
Right.
he's been eating them for a minute, and so I run him out to the living room, and I'm like, he ate the crayons. We have to go to the hospital. He ate that's what I learned what non-toxic meant.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you learn what kind of dedication your parents really are. If they're like, nah, he'd be okay.
I'm gonna wait this out.
Or if he's like, oh my God, we got to get up and cleaning out his mouth and doing. It also depends on if you're the first kid or like the third or fourth kid.
Right.
I think that
sure,
depends
like-
on the
That
parent's
first kid's
reaction.
getting the emergency insurance treatment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the first kid eats dirt, and you're like, you know, you got to clean out their mouth. You call their doctor, make sure they're okay. And like by your second or third one, they eat dirt, and you're like, oh, good lunch.
It's just
Let me
increasing
eat
their immune
roly-polies.
system.
Yeah. All right. Make sure you guys use your hands because otherwise everyone's talking all over each other.
Oh, I don't-
You gotta
speak-
catch these
I don't have-
hands. Keep
I don't
it
have
up.
a hand anymore. I have a
Oh, yeah.
live hand.
Oh yeah. Speaking of TikTok, I made my first. My kids signed me up for TikTok, and I made my first TikTok video.
It was terrible.
I picked the music.
Blinding.
What are you talking about? It was amazing. Was it terrible?
No, it was really not good.
I think
didn't
your
see
body's still jiggling.
Did you do the truffle shuffle?
No, I did. I did.
I mean, he
not on
does
purpose.
that on a regular day when he walks.
He does it every time I tell a joke. What's up?
I did Roger and Zapp Do Wah Diddy. I picked the song, and then she
Oh,
made
so
the dance.
bad.
She made the dance, but I told her, I said, "Look, I'm gonna pull up this guy named Rerun that was on a TV show. He's a bigger guy. He would pop lock." So she watched an old YouTube video and gave me one of the moves from there where I kicked my foot in the air. And
Oh my God.
Did you lock?
It got a whole 3 inches off the ground.
He popped and locked everything in his system.
We're sneed to unlock.
I know exactly. Shut up.
She was amazing,
that old-
but like Andrew was taking up most of the screen, and it was just bad. It was just bad.
When God said, "Let there be Kensley," he had to ask Andrew to move out of the way.
All right, Donnie. Everyone had little adventures over the weekend for the most part. Donnie P, you had a little Cedar Point / hotel adventure.
Oh yeah. We had, I call it adventures and checking in and checking out. So Andrew and I came up with this plan where I was going to get free upgrade at Breakers Hotel because it was Ashley and I's 7th anniversary.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
everyone.
congratulations, my man.
We did get married on Cedar Point Beach,
Congratulations.
in case you're wondering how
I saw the
crazy I am.
pictures. Cedar Point Beach. I saw that. It was beautiful.
When you got married, did you actually say "I do" as Millennium went over, so that way you were actually taking the plunge?
No.
Because that
My
would have been
God,
perfect.
yay.
Wait, you got married at Cedar Point? What?
Yeah, on the beach.
It's funny because Ashley hasn't been a lot of places, so he told her.
That explains why she said yes to this wedding.
Yeah, he told her it was Jamaica. She's like, God, she's like, God, it was such a short trip.
Caribbean.
Donnie had
And Donnie was like, "Jamaican, good time, my man."
Yeah, paid one of the hotel hands to braid her hair on the beach.
they were,
Give
Hey,
me
wait,
the old
what
boat,
happened
Derek.
with checking in and stuff?
everyone at the Cedar Point Hotel was like, yeah. Donnie had them all talking Jamaican. He paid them.
I made some hemp bracelets for someone else to sell to her.
Okay, so you go. So it's your anniversary. You go for the
Yes.
for the free upgrade.
So we just usually going last. Like I like to do things last minute because you get the best deals, and it's spontaneous
Yeah.
and it's
So you're cheap.
and I'm lazy and cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems counterintuitive.
But basically, we ended up checking in and checking out of 3 different rooms over like a 4-night
What?
period.
It happens.
And
when
then-
you wait, good things can happen and bad things can happen. You never know.
Well, the highlight of the whole trip is staying at Breakers. That's the hotel that's on the beach, and being the unofficial mayor of Cedar Point, I can't say anything bad about Cedar Point.
Right.
But I have this
I mean,
trick.
he got to see a lot of breakers moving different rooms the
Well,
whole time.
I have a little trick with checking in that I usually don't tell people, but since it's obvious it doesn't work anymore, I'm gonna explain it. But
Is it the
check-ins-
$20 sandwich trick?
Yes.
What is it?
No. What's the $20 sandwich
Yeah,
trick?
go ahead,
I
sugar.
feel like that's a dumpster joke.
No. It's actually not a joke. You, when you go to check in a hotel, you need your card and your license, and you sandwich $20 in between it, and be like, "Is there anything special that like you could give us? Any comps or anything?" Because like that bitch sits like sitting at that computer
that's a
checking
moment
you
out of
in.
the '80s, and that doesn't exist anymore.
No, I haven't tried that
No,
one
I've
yet.
done it in Vegas. I've done it, and it
Oh.
fucking works, guys.
Oh,
Because
for
they
sure.
can do anything. They can hand you comps. They can do anything from that front desk.
That's
I
the
wish.
Thing. That's the thing. The front deskers act like they have no power, but they can do anything. They can give you a suite and charge you $20.
Yeah.
They can pretty much do anything.
Yeah.
It's whether
Yeah,
they like
3
you.
swipes of a key, whatever you want.
Exactly.
Well, so what happened was we show up at. So the trick is, okay, check-in's not till 4. p.m. Okay, the trick is you show up as early as you can because there's a park there, there's a beach there, there's pools. You can use everything, and once you get there, you show up at like 8 or 9, and you go to the desk and you say, "Hey, I'm here. Just let me know when my room's ready," and you get the first room of your type that becomes available, and you usually get in by like noon. And they can charge you extra to get in by 2, and I've been getting in by like noon for free for years.
It's just because you're handsome.
Well,
Yeah.
and this trick, it has worked. So our plan was, all right, we go at 9, we check in, they give us the cards, and they say, all right, we will let you know when the room is ready, and we took all of our beach stuff out. So we're like, we'll go to the beach for a couple hours.
Yeah.
It'll be ready by noon. You know,
Yeah.
it's like 10 o'clock. Well, noon rolls around, and like Chris mentioned earlier, where does tan come from? So like 1 o'clock rolls around, 2 o'clock, and like we make our way from the beach to one of the pools, like 3 o'clock, and we're just checking the phone. By this time, the kids are like, "Hey, Dad, did you get a text yet? We'd like to get out of this sun." 4 o'clock.
They're beat
rolls
red.
around.
You got a great tan.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
4 o'clock rolls around. We finally go inside, and we're like, "Hey, man, I haven't gotten a text yet. Is this room ready yet?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, let me check here. Tippity tap tap. It's actually, sorry, but it's not ready yet. Check-in begins at 4." I'm like, begins at 4? Like, when does it end? Like, well, how big of a
Right.
Like
window
when
do
your
I
ISP
have?
says you get up to 25 minutes.
Right.
Well, and here's the thing that sucks. Okay, so 4 o'clock. If you're going to bed already by 8 or 9, you really that's such an unrealistic time.
It
there
is
was
a weird
there was a
time.
place called Maui Sands, which is at Cedar Point, and we used to stay there all the time because it was like ghetto. It was like
You said it. You
It's like
said it.
Splash Bay.
ghetto version of Splash. Yeah,
Yeah.
ghetto version of Splash Bay. But the problem is checkout was 4 until 5, so the line would be down the street.
Oh, God.
Because
Oh my
we all had to
God.
check in at that time.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't check in before, and some people were sitting in line at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it's 9 o'clock. The park closed at 9. The
Yeah.
water park.
Yeah.
That's a late time. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Oh, anyway.
Was it Splash Bay, BAE?
You stupid bitch.
Wait, is that like a WAP
Donnie, I want to
joke?
hear what happened
Kind
though.
of,
Like
yeah.
what?
All right,
Okay.
Sugar's getting frustrated.
All right,
Okay,
so